It's funny how one moment can split your life into two distinct parts. The before. For me, that moment was the betrayal and the after. The day my world shattered, the day trust became a foreign concept, and the day I officially became a single mom. It was a brutal, painful transition. Suddenly, I was standing in the rubble of the life I had built, holding my child's hand, with no idea how to move forward. That moment of absolute brokenness, that deep, gut-wrenching pain, that's where this whole story really begins. It's the why behind everything that followed. That's the event that justifies the standard I now live by. A standard born from trauma, from rebuilding my life brick by painful brick. For the longest time, I was just surviving, juggling work, motherhood, and the constant crushing weight of loneliness and fear. I was fighting, not just for myself, but for the little person who depended on me for everything. Every decision was measured against a harsh new reality. What can I afford, not just in money, but in time, in energy, in emotional cost? It was in the middle of that fight that the question first formed in my mind. I was considering going on a date, my first one in a long, long time. And I had to find a babysitter, pay her, and then trust a practical stranger with my child while I went out to make small talk with another stranger. The effort felt monumental, and I asked myself, is this person, this experience, truly worth my babysitter money? That question became my filter, my non-negotiable standard. It sounds simple, maybe even a little transactional, but it was so much more than that. Babysitter money became a symbol for my most precious resources, my time away from my child, my energy, my peace of mind, and my healing heart. It was no longer about just finding someone to fill the empty space beside me. It was about finding someone who added value, who respected my journey, who understood the sacrifices I made every single day. This new standard wasn't about building walls. It was about building a gate and being fiercely protective of who I let through. It forced me to be honest with myself about what I truly wanted and deserved. No more settling for crumbs, no more accepting half-hearted efforts or red flags disguised as quirks. Is this person kind? Are they consistent? Do they bring peace to my life? Or chaos? Is this interaction worth the time I could be spending tucking my child into bed? The answer, most of the time, was a resounding no. And that was okay. I learned to be content with my own company, to find joy in my little world with my child. The independence I forged in that period of rebuilding became my greatest strength. I wasn't looking for a savior. I had already saved myself. I was looking for a partner, an equal. And then, when I least expected it, I met someone. The babysitter money question came up, as it always did. But this time, the answer was different. It was an easy, immediate yes. From the very beginning, everything felt different. The conversations were deep and meaningful. The respect was mutual. There was an honesty and a vulnerability that I had never experienced before. He wasn't intimidated by my independence or my past. He admired it. He didn't try to fix me because he saw that I wasn't broken. I was whole, just with some beautifully repaired cracks. Our relationship wasn't a whirlwind romance born from luck. It was earned. It was built on a foundation of authenticity that I had fought so hard to create for myself. He didn't just meet my standard, he exceeded it. He understood that my time was precious, that my trust was sacred, and that my love was something to be cherished, not taken for granted. He saw the strength forged in my struggle and loved me for it, not in spite of it. This love story, my love story, doesn't feel like a lucky break. It feels like the natural, beautiful outcome of a difficult journey. It's the resolution. It's the rebuild. It's what happens when you decide you are worthy of more, when you raise your standards not out of arrogance, but out of self-love and the fierce protection of your own peace. The babysitter money standard led me not just to a partner, but to a love that is real, honest, and truly worth every single thing it took to get here. So, if you're out there rebuilding from your own shattered moments, I want you to know this. Your standards are not too high. Your time is valuable. Your peace is worth protecting. Create your own version of the babysitter money test. Ask the hard questions. And don't you dare settle for anything less than a resounding, wholehearted yes. You've earned it. Thank you so much for listening to my story today. It means the world to me. If this resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more conversations about rebuilding and finding authentic love. See you next time.